That's it. Mayan versus Mayan.
Alright, that's a good pick for Ranger.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I thought that's the only civilization Ranger played. I think I'd have to check to make sure, but I think Ranger might have been Mayans only in the old AI ladder.
Okay.
So that's probably what I remember.
That would be
But
a
it
very
plays
good
all
point.
civs. And if they got some points, I'd be happy.
Well, in the previous Davis Cup, so many times the final score of the games were very different from the test games. It's something we noticed regularly with Aleph when we were casting. So in fact,
just for some reason seems to play differently when everyone's watching.
Yep. This is right. So let's see, in fact, as Mayan Ranger can probably do something great. Anyway, it's a strong AI made by UnfairestEel, which who has already many AIs in the final stage of the Davis Cup, joined by Snake. We've got Mininote, UnfairestEel, Juggernaut, Doomsday, Viper, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure he's the most prolific scripter of the last 10 years.
Yep. Yeah, he was back with Doomsday. Unfortunately, he left before Doomsday being finished.
Yeah, it's too bad. So, looking at Red, his gold is pretty bad. Luckily, Boss isn't very aggressive, but Boss should be on this map.
Yep. Well, Boss has a very good map, in fact. It shows a good forest to build its lumber camp. The gold is back. The 2 gold are back.
Looks like Red was delaying boar hunting pretty long. Just finally hunted the first boar. And not in a very good spot.
In fact.
But Blue's missing the second boar, so there's that. I think I like Blue's map better overall. Got gold in the back. Forest not too far away. Not a lot of hills. That's kind of what I look for most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Ranger's collecting stone from far away. Don't know why.
Yeah, that's right. Interesting.
I know that Ranger goes for towers pretty often.
So Ranger is gonna attempt a fast castle, like he loves to do. It will go for crossbows, I guess.
Yeah, I want Ranger to build that stone mining camp.
It will help, of course.
Yeah, and Ranger's also collecting deer from fairly far away. Never got the second boar. Oh, there we go. I just have to say, get the boar, and it gets the boar.
It's interesting to notice that Blue didn't find red at this point. Okay, it is eventually finding red. It's quite late.
Okay, yep. Yep.
Oh, this red villagers attacked by a wolf while it's attempting to build a forward tower. And of course the villager is going back.
Got one tower up so far, but it's not in a good spot.
Yeah.
The second one is a lot better. We'll see if it goes up. I don't see any military for Blue. Oh, there's a few archers. but it doesn't look like it's within the town size. Or Blue doesn't see it.
Well, I know that some AIs are definitely not prepared to be trushed. Like for example, ISOP machine, which is very easy to be trushed. For example, the villagers doesn't react, and it looked to be the case of boss maybe.
I did notice that the tower is like one tile out of sight of the villagers. So
okay.
Ranger was pretty lucky.
Yeah, if it's the case, in fact, very happy.
So, and chasing the skirmishers all the way back to Ranger's town.
Well, Ranger is actually in a good position, I would say.
I think so.
It's leading in the military population, it's leading in the civilian population. He does have a good kill ratio. And let's see what's going on with his crossbows. We would have liked to see maybe elite skirmishers added to the crossbows. This town center is definitely not in a good position for a boss.
No. And it's not a good place for a town center even in peacetime.
Wow, man! Boss resigned.
Wow.
1-0 for Ranger.
A bit premature for boss, but it was probably coming.
At this point, the general just needs one victory from Ranger over the two last games.
Go Ranger. I know I wanted General to win last time, but now I'm voting for Ranger.
So maybe the general don't need a rematch against boss eventually.
Maybe.
Okay, so score is actually 1-0 for Ranger.
The 4v4 will be the big test. That'll help out boss with its booming up potential. Once it gets to Imperial Age, Ranger might not be able to stop it. We'll see.
When you did test boss versus Ranger, did you test 4v4 or 1v1?
I did 1v1 and 2v2.
Ah, okay.
So I didn't do 4v4, but I won't tell the results because that's spoilers.
Okay. Good point, man. Okay, so let's go. Mayan, Aztec, Mongol, Korean. Okay. Two Meso civilization.
Both those should be pretty good for crossbows for Ranger. Both of them will also be good for boss because they're good booming civs.
Yep.
Crossbows are probably one of the best units for Koreans, but Koreans won't actually have a good crossbow rush better than any other civ.
Yeah.
Mongols might be fine. We'll see. I don't think Ranger really takes advantage of their hunting very well. It hunted the boar pretty slowly in the first game. Both of them did.
I think that none of those AIs detects its position as pocket, so we can expect strategies like we just saw in the 1v1. Ranger tending to go for fast castles. Same for both, I guess, almost. Let me check the music in the background.
Alright, so we got Aztecs for Ranger and Koreans on the flanks. Aztecs I like, Koreans not so much on the flank. And then for boss, we got Mongols and Aztecs. Those are probably the best ones on the flanks. Mayans could have been good too. So we'll see. Orange has some not so great gold spots. Those could be vulnerable. Same with teal for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing with green. And yellow probably has the worst gold. So really not a whole lot of good positions, at least for the flank players.
Yep. So what all to answer your question relative to the interviews? Yep, I will upload those videos in the AI Scripture channel in YouTube.
Alright, so looks like boss is a little bit quicker to the feudal age.
Yep.
But also had fewer villagers, so that's expected.
And in fact Grey has very bad lumber camps actually.
Ah. Yeah, that is very true. Orange had a pretty bad lumber camp as well.
In fact. Okay, so at this point, gray, yellow, purple, red and orange are researching Castle Age. Green now.
And no. Purple's first.
Yep. Actually no attack after a 20 minutes game.
Yeah, something needs to happen. One of these 8 players needs to be aggressive.
Yeah. I think that the 4v4 is definitely not the best situation for Ranger overall.
Mm-hmm.
It can win games in 1v1 against supposed stronger AIs. It did happen in the previous Davis Cups, but 4v4 is its weak point generally, but let's see against boss. It's the first time they play against each other in the Davis Cup series.
Did all of the Davis Cups have a 4v4 or a 2v2? Did all of the Davis Cups have team matches of some sort?
Yep.
So, still no attacking as far as I can see. The longer that Ranger waits to attack, the less of advantage he'll get.
Well, tell me if you catch any attack. Actually, I don't see anything happening. The wall ranger unit, the wall rangers military units are skirmishers or crossbows. I see some cavalry archers from the Mongol. Okay, some knights.
Orange has some man-at-arms.
Okay,
that's
right.
Surprising. It almost looks like, oh, yellow. Yellow's attacking green.
Oh, okay, eventually.
Alright, we got some action. With some Eagle Warriors at the lead. If they hit this town center, that could be...
Yeah, that can hurt. Ranger doesn't have any retreat rule against the TCs.
Yeah.
And green has already so many units. And yeah, clearly green took the advantage. It now can push.
Yeah, yellow needs some elite skirmishers.
Yeah, it's definitely not the priority of Ranger, which tends to go for crossbows, but forgets the precious elite skirmishers. But anyway, you've got eagles, which can rock pretty well anyway.
Alright, we got orange and red going.
Oh, purple, which is coming. That's nice.
Alright, we'll see if Ranger can do something with all of them attacking at once.
Well, actually, Ranger is way more aggressive than its opponents.
Alright, it's a bit more interesting to watch. I think all of them have plain old skirmishers. I almost wonder if it'd be more cost effective to just stick with crossbows only instead of having unupgraded skirmishers.
Actually, the problem is when you see red versus steel, of course steel does have the elite skirmishers, and it's clearly dominating the fight. I think that boss is gonna win this
Orange
one.
has a... Yeah, that's what it looks like. Orange is building a forward castle, if he can get it up.
Oh man, this castle. And in the meantime we've got green, which is pushed by 3 players.
And even though it's being attacked by... Green is being attacked by purple and yellow, but it still has more villagers than most Ranger players.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's not really being hurt. Meanwhile, orange is taking some losses. Right, got several boss players on the way to Imperial Age now.
In fact, and it's funny to see how well green did defend in 1 versus 2 during a long time.
Right.
It maintained a good civilian population, and now blue can come and just win. It is full population.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Ranger right now. Pretty much all the players, boss players except for green, are at full pop.
Yep.
The orange main CC is almost gone.
Well, purple stays with 1 TC during the whole game.
The orange ranger's chatting, "I'm no longer under attack." I think it's crazy.
Yep.
Well, he's no longer attacked because he's gone. It looks like the other players are just a matter of time.
So many elite skirmishers from Grey, from Teal.
Yep. I think it just came down to Rangers' attacks not coming soon enough and not being powerful enough when they did come. I think most of the boss players already had elite skirmishers to counter them.
Yeah, that made the game very easy for boss.
Yep.
Okay, Heaven Green is full population now.
Wow.
Okay, it's almost over.
Yep.
Green is researching.
Almost seems like boss could be pushing even faster.
Yep.
Design at this point.
I think that we can already give the victory to boss, which is clearly deserved.
Yep,
That's
I
why
think so.
we will start faster the last game.
Alright, it's down to the last game.
Pretty important game, I would say.
Let's see. Yeah, Ranger is eliminated now at this point.
Exactly. So it's all about the destiny of the general and boss.
Destiny General, yep. I was thinking Destiny too.
Okay, so let's go. Oh, Spanish plus Teutonic.
Interesting. That might not be the best civ for Ranger. Wonder if Ranger does anything to change strategies or not. Let's see. The blue has some good forests, but not gold.
Well,
green is a bit better. I like green's spot. Seems to be a lot of trees on this map.
Yeah, that's right. Green does have a good map, but yellow too. Look at yellow's town.
Yeah. Yep, yellow's got it pretty nice.
Well,
and then red is not as good.
Yeah, in fact, but its main gold is not too much exposed.
Right. Especially if green goes through the other path by the smaller gold.
Yep, exactly. It's what it might happen anyway. Okay, so what we can expect in this game is the whole AI is tending to go fast castle. Rangers should be faster in researching castle. We can expect some weird forward towers built by Ranger. Maybe one of them will be in a good position. Let's see. It's almost built randomly, so everything is possible with the Ranger's tower.
Looks like yellow's stealing a sheep from red. I mean, from blue. But yeah, the build forward command was always kind of iffy.
Mm-hmm.
You never knew if it was going to build in a good spot or not.
Exactly.
And then when all the scripters were freed from, well, I think scripters are still kind of exploring what it can look like building forward buildings without the build forward command. We haven't really seen a lot of creative tower rushes from some of the newest AIs, maybe Yggdrasil, but that's about the only AI I can think of that does a tower rush.
Well, we've got Goemul, we've got Yggdrasil, we've got Pharaon, which can attempt some trash too.
Okay, I hadn't seen many tower rushes from Pharaon.
And I know that sometimes the unknown can go for some trash.
Okay.
Well, I think that's it. I've sometimes seen Viper, if I'm right, from UnfairestEel, doing some towers to support its attack. But it's not what we can call a trash.
Right. Alright, so we got red going for some stone. Might have some successful towers.
Let's see.
Yellow doesn't seem to be copying, but both of the rangers are on their way to castle.
Yep.
So we'll see if Ranger is more aggressive in this game. I think that was one of its faults in the 4v4.
Yeah. In 1v1 it did work pretty well. This time we can see some knights from red. Actually green is not prepared to face knights.
Yeah, red's got a stable. Don't see any knights coming out of there yet. I hope red actually uses its stable.
Yeah. It should.
Is yellow having some wood issues? Seems like they might. Farms aren't looking too good. And it does look like Spanish transition to cavalry archers.
Okay, so let's see. It looks like yellow is gonna be aggressive. Unfortunately, for Ranger, boss is already in Castle Age.
Yep. So yellow did hit blue's gold. Blue responded by sending all of its villagers to attack.
Okay, it does have the heal advantage.
But I don't think it has a numbers advantage.
Yeah, clearly.
And cavalry archers aren't the counter to skirmishers.
Okay, anyway, I think it's definitely the moment to attack for red before green having the precious elite skirmishers. It does have the military count. It's a lot of units from red, but it needs to attack all together. Actually, the most of the units are not attacking.
Standing idle.
Yeah, that's weird. Come on.
It's almost like it sent the soldiers and canceled the attack.
It's interesting to see some monks.
Yeah. Lots of red monks.
Yep. Oh.
Oh, we got some Teutonic Knights.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it won't work
So,
as long as green has some crossbows.
no knights, but Teutonic Knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knight would have been a better choice.
Yeah. Gotta use that stable. Alright, yellow's attacking again, but it's probably not gonna do much. Needs that elite skirmisher upgrade.
Yep. At least it does have Potkin Arrow. And step by step, boss is taking the lead.
Yep, that's what it looks like. Definitely in the lead, villager-wise. Yellow's still on 1 TC, and I think red is the same.
Yep.
And green's attacking now.
Well, going Conquistador is definitely a good choice. Conquistador being probably one of the best units in Castle Age. And yellow needs some siege, some rams.
Yeah, for sure. Otherwise they're all gonna die against the town center.
Well, Ranger is not too far behind actually.
Yeah, it's got a military advantage. Hopefully you can use it. Red has a lot of units.
And the good point this time for Ranger is the fact that boss is not protected by its TC. So it tends to lose its units one by one against red, the red army.
Yeah. Oh, red has a knight.
Oh yes, one knight, 2 castles in the back.
Progress.
Yeah. And it's slowly taking the lead, man. Slowly.
Yeah, red's researching foraging. And yellow's researching long swordsmen, but they don't research elites.
Oh yes. I hope that red is gonna keep training some knights.
Yeah, I hope so.
It looks like boss eventually reached its civilian pop cap.
Yep. They're both at 100, so that's probably what they're going to stay at. If Ranger can get to 100, that'll be pretty big.
Well, it's a pretty close game, but I think that Ranger is actually wasting its army.
Yeah. Yeah, both of the boss players now have the bigger military.
Yeah, and blue is having a lot of food,
Yeah, if either of the boss players get to Imperial, then that's probably the match.
Okay, a pretty good defense by green overall. It's now in a good position to start pushing, just because it does have the elite skirmishers, which are making a huge difference. Red
Right.
definitely
I was just
needs
looking
some
at
knights.
Boss's resources, and they're very unbalanced.
Yeah.
Boss could already have won this game if the resources were balanced. But Boss is on the aggressive now.
Yeah, both of the boss are getting the advantage now. And there are too many castles in the back for red and for yellow.
Yeah, looks like the match is pretty much decided at this point.
Exactly.
Ranger lost its chance.
Okay, so it means that Boss is qualified for the final stage. Sea General has to play the second round of the qualification stage. We already know its first opponent, which is gonna be Valkyrie Warrior.
Yep, and then it'll be Brute Force or ER 0.90.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep.
It'll be a tough road ahead for General then.
Okay, so I think that we already can...
Yep, both of their town centers are basically destroyed now.
Yeah, the game is over anyway. Congratulations to Boss.
For blue. Yep.
He did
Good
it.
game, Boss.
Yep. It was 2-1.